Namaste everyone. My name is Gowri Bhargav. Maha Shivaratri is a festival that is celebrated by Hindus around the world every year. It usually occurs during the month of February-March time frame. And devotees, they fast throughout the night, they chant Slokas, sing songs in praise of Lord Shiva. Unlike other Hindu festivals, this festival is celebrated during the night. Now, there are many stories that talk about the origin of this festival. According to one version, it is believed that on this day, Lord Shiva got married to goddess Parvati. And according to another version, it is believed that on this day, Lord Shiva partook the poison hala hala to save the entire world during the churning of the ocean or the Samudra Manthan between the Devas and the Asuras. And because he partook the poison, his throat turned blue and he was called Neelakanta. Now these stories have been heard a lot of times and most of you would be familiar with these stories. I am not going to elaborate these stories today. Today I would like to narrate the story of Kannappa Nayanar. He was an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. He goes to show how one can attain the lotus feet of Lord through pure devotion and love. So let's move on to the story. Long ago, there lived a man called Nagan along with his wife Tattai in the jungle area of Pottapi. The couple did not have any child for a long time. So they prayed to Lord Muruga, that is the son of Lord Shiva, and indeed they were blessed with a boy. They named the boy Tinnan. Tinnan grew up to become an able archer and a hunter. He led his people on many expeditions. On one such expedition, while he was chasing a wild boar, he got lost in the jungle area. And as he was trying to find his way back home, he came across a shrine, which was actually a Shiva Linga. Now, as soon as he saw the Shiva Linga, he felt some kind of magnetic pull and he was so attracted to the shrine that he sat next to it and he spent some time there. He also wanted to make some offering to the shrine, but you all know that he was only a hunter. So all he had was the day's catch, which was meat. So he offered the meat and then he went away. Now this shrine was actually in Tirukalahasti. It was taken care by a pujari who was miles away from that place. So he used to come once in a fortnight to do all the rituals and the puja for the shrine. So the next day when the pujari came, he was shocked to see meat lying around the shrine. He thought that it could be the work of some wild animal, so he just cleaned the shrine and did all the puja and went away. But after that, Tinnan came every day to see the shrine, and as earlier, he brought the day's catch, that is meat, to offer to the Lord. During one such day, as he was carrying the day's catch, he suddenly saw flowers, fragrant flowers in the tree, and he wondered, it would be wonderful if I pluck these flowers and adorn it for the shrine, he thought. And his hands were full with the day's catch. So he plucked the flowers and he kept it on his head, fastening it with his turban. And then after a while, he saw a stream of water. He thought, it would be wonderful if I can bathe the shrine with this sweet water. But he was wondering how he could take the water there. Then an idea struck him. Do you know what he did? He went to the stream and filled his mouth with the water. Then he marched towards the shrine. So he bathed the shrine with the water from the mouth. He adorned it with the flowers and he offered the day's catch, that is the meat, as the offering. And he was just a hunter, so he did not know how to do the puja, sing songs or any shlokas. So all he did was sit next to the shrine and talk for a long time. After that, he left. Now, this continued for a long time. So, one day when the pujari came, he was completely repulsed seeing what had happened. The shrine, the Shivalinga, was covered with spittings and it had meat all around it. Now, the pujari was very sad looking at this. His heart was broken. He knew that it was not the work of a wild animal. He knew it had to be some other human being. He broke into tears and he prayed to Lord Shiva. Oh dear Shiva, how can this happen to you? You are the protector of the whole world. How can you let someone disrespect you? I cannot bear to see this. And he started crying. Now, this pujari was also a great devotee. Lord Shiva appeared before him and said, My dear son, you think that the one who did this has done it out of disrespect, but he is just a hunter. He does not know about rituals or prayers. Whatever he has done is out of pure devotion. If you want, you can hide behind the bushes. He will come here any time now. You can see for yourself what he does. So the pujari did as instructed. He was very curious to know who that person was. He hid behind the bushes. And soon, just as the Lord said, Tinnan came, having the day's catch, then holding the flowers in his head with his turban, and water filled in his mouth. So he bathed the shrine, adorned the shrine with flowers, and he gave the offering to the Lord. And he started talking to the shrine and he sang and danced. He seemed really very happy. After some time, the shrine had two eyes. One of the eyes started bleeding. Blood was oozing out from the eye. Now Tinnan was really overwhelmed with emotions when he saw this. He tried to collect some herbs that were nearby. He crushed it and placed it on the eye of the shrine. But the bleeding did not stop. And he thought for some time and then he came up with a plan. Do you know what he did? He took the knife that he had and without thinking twice, he cut off one of his eyes and took it and placed it on the shrine. Immediately, blood stopped oozing from it. He was very happy. But after a while, blood started oozing from the other eye too. Now Tinnan did not know what he had to do. But finally he decided. You know what he did? He cut off his other eye. But before doing that, he had to know how to place the eye in the right place. So he lifted his leg and placed his foot on the eye where the eye had to be replaced. So after doing that, he cut off his eye and placed it in place of his foot. And blood stopped oozing. Tinnan was very happy. He was not bothered that he had lost his eyesight. He danced and sang with joy because he had saved his Lord and his eyes were not bleeding anymore. Now Lord Shiva was extremely moved by his devotion and he appeared before Tinnan. Tinnan regained his sight due to the Lord's blessing. And the pujari was equally surprised by Tinnan's devotion. Both of them were devoted to the Lord in their own unique way. And the Lord lauded Tinnan for his extreme devotion and he declared him to be a Nayanar. Nayanars were very ardent devotees and poets of Lord Shiva. And Tinnan came to be known as Kannappa Nayanar. Kann in Tamil means eye, and since he sacrificed his eyes to protect the lords, he was called Kannappa Nayanar. So that was the story of Kannappa Nayanar. It goes to show that in order to attain the Lord's lotus feet, elaborate rituals, prayers, or slokas are not needed. What is most important is pure heart, love, and ardent devotion. I hope you all like this story of Kannappa Nayanar. Thank you very much.
Now it's the time of Maha Shivaratri. It falls in the month of Masi in Tamil and Magha Masa as we call it. And actually, every month before the new moon day or the Amavasya day, we have Shivaratri every month. Now, this month particularly, it is called Maha Shivaratri. So, the unique planetary positions at this time enables a natural upsurge of energy within our system, human system. And when I'm talking of energy, it's not just that, like we say, today I'm feeling energetic. Also, that matters, but uh, just like we have a physical body, we have an energy body around us. Okay. And that energy body needs to be really filled up and charged like a battery. And that enables the physical body and our mental body and our entire system to work very well. Okay. So now this particular month, why is this Maha Shivaratri so important to us? The religious front, people have hyped up, and they have said so much about Shiva and so much about the puja that is done. That is one aspect to it. See, there are some people who relate more to the religious side, the puja side, the rituals. There are some people who are naturally bent towards meditation, towards uh, physical exercises, yoga. Various methods are there to pump up our energy in the energy body. Now, on this particular day, naturally there is this possibility. Actually, it is unlimited possibilities are possible at this time, but we consciously can make use of these possibilities. One is when there is a natural upsurge of energy, where I'm going to be lying down that day. It's I'm not enabling the energy to move up. So just by sitting up all night, I can really benefit actually without even knowing or being aware. Another thing is you can just sit and chant Om Namah Shivaya all night. Om Namah Shivaya, even without any background, without any awareness. You just keep chanting this a few times, you'll find that you will be doing it in a particular rhythm. You will be breathing in and breathing out automatically in a particular cycle, and you will take in a lot of energy. Okay. Apart from all this, simpler ways what you can teach children are the shlokas. Those are small little basic steps that you can just do it with fun. You can say these shlokas because you have learned them. You don't need to know much. Anybody above the age of 7 will be able to use this kind of energy. So we can learn many shlokas on Shiva and chant them on that day particularly. All evenings, actually, evening time itself is very special to Shiva on all days of the year. On this particular day, starting from evening, the whole night till morning, you could chant shlokas. You could just chant Om Namah Shivaya, or you could just sit and meditate if you're able to, whichever way it works. So, what suits you best, you could choose that. And when it comes to shlokas, very commonly most people learn Linga Ashtakam, which is a Shiva shloka. This shloka is an Ashtakam, 8 verses on Shiva. But today I thought I will bring in another shloka, which is Shiva Manasa Puja shloka. Shiva Manasa Puja Stotram is what we would say. As the name shows, Manasa Puja, which means in your mind, mentally, you're going to offer a full puja to Shiva. So everything, all the things that you need for a puja also is only visualized by us from the mind. And this shloka is already composed, so it's readily available to us All we need to say is just chant the words and connect with the words, and you can, if by knowing the meaning also, you can relate more to what you're doing. So you can visualize a full puja, dedicate yourself and offer yourself to Shiva in that way. So now let's look at the shloka. आराधयामि मणिसन्निभमात्मलिङ्गम् मायापुरी हृदय पङ्कज सन्निविष्टम् श्रद्धानदी विमलचित्त जलाभिषेकैः नित्यं समाधिकुसुमैः न पुनर्भवाय रत्नैः कल्पितमासनं हिमजलैः स्नानं च दिव्याम्बरम् नानारत्नविभूषितं मृगमदा मोदाङ्कितं चन्दनम् जाति चम्पकबिल्वपत्ररचितं पुष्पं च धूपं तथा दीपं देवदयानिधे पशुपते हृत्कल्पितं गृह्यताम् सौवर्णे नवरत्नखण्डरचिते पात्रे घृतं पायसम् भक्ष्यं पञ्चविधं पयोदधियुतं रम्भाफलं पानकम् शाकानामयुतं जलं रुचिकरं कर्पूरखण्डोज्ज्वलम् ताम्बूलं मनसा मया विरचितं भक्त्या प्रभो स्वीकुरु छत्रं चामरयोर्युगं व्यजनकं चादर्शकं निर्मलम् वीणाभेरीमृदङ्गकाहलकला गीतं च नृत्यं तथा साष्टाङ्गं प्रणतिस्तुतिर्बहुविधा ह्येतत् समस्तं मया सङ्कल्पेन समर्पितं तव विभो पूजां गृहाण प्रभो आत्मा त्वं गिरिजामतिः सहचराः प्राणाः शरीरं गृहम् पूजा ते विषयोपभोगरचना निद्रा समाधिस्थितिः सञ्चारः पदयोः प्रदक्षिणविधिः स्तोत्राणि सर्वा गिरो यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तत्तदखिलं तं घोषवाराधनम् करचरणकृतं वाक् कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा अपराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो. So here initially we offer the puja and we do snanam for God. Just like in a regular puja, we visualize, we offer all real good smelling stuff, and for everything, we want the best for God, right? So after that, good clothes to wear for God, and then once all the offering is done, we come to the main offerings, naivedyams, bhakshitam, saram, juice. We give all kinds of lovely things which he would become happy with. And while offering this, we also make him look good with a lot of flowers, jati, champaka, bilva patra. The bilva patra is very special for him. He loves it. In fact, you have a special shloka for that itself, Bilvashtakam. For each leaf, when you offer Bilva Patra, it is not a single leaf. It's always in threes, or you have a Maha Bilva where you have nine various, you have two, three kinds of Bilva leaves. So such leaves are offered also. With each leaf offering, you can say a shloka. You have such shlokas also. So, and Shiva gets very easily pleased, very easiest god to please actually. A lot of people think, he's just with ashes and he doesn't decorate himself and all that, but that is only to show you that we are all made of the panchabhutas and there is nothing much more to it. The minute you just say Om Namah Shivaya, he gets pleased. And he's called Ashitosha because he gets very easily pleased, and the minute he gets pleased, he's immediately ready to give you everything that you need. And when I say that, if you watch the words, he will give you what you need or what you're eligible. Okay? What you want may be different. Even for our children, they may love to have lots of chocolates and ice creams, but we will give them what is right for them. And give them a little bit of chocolates also. So God that way really knows what we need for a good life, what is good for us. And it's not just this particular Janma that we are living. So once you offer all these things, then you also please him with Chatram, Chamaram, with fan him, and okay, and all the upacharas as we call in our puja. So once we do all that, then we also offer music. Music means vocal music and instruments. Like, in ancient times they had something like Kahala Kala is an instrument. So such all the divine instruments we can offer to God, and then dance as well. Nrityam cha, Geetam tata, everything we are offering for him. Just to please him, we'll do anything, right? To please our own parents, we do all kinds of things. So to please God, who's everything, who's going to give us everything more than what we can imagine, we can give everything possible. So we please him in all these ways, and then we offer our mind, we from the soul, Atmatvam Girija Matihi. We offer ourselves to him and completely say, you are everything to us. And at the end, we have the Shama Prarthana Shloka, Karacharana Kritam Va, which most of us would know that. There, what I have thought in my mind, what I have done during the puja, what I have physically done, or whatever inadvertently, whatever has happened, please forgive me for that, Lord Shiva. Please take care of me and forgive me for any mistakes that I might have done. I don't like to do mistakes, but if I have inadvertently done something, please forgive me. That's what we are saying and concluding the puja. So that is what this shloka is about. And why I chose this is on Shivaratri day, when you say this kind of a shloka, you're doing more than just a shloka chant. Your mind has got involved in a complete process of puja. And once you know what you've done and you've done this, even when the actual words finish, you're still in that realm. You're continuing to offer so much to Shiva, so much of yourself you want to offer, and you want to be completely in a different plane. That is like meditation. And on this thought, you can meditate the whole night if possible. If not, you can again start and redo it again. So it depends on which level you are in. You will be able to sustain, and you can try. Even if you can do a little bit this Shivaratri, you could do a little more next Shivaratri. So that's how we learn. We take small steps and learn and really grow with that. And when we after this, when we say that we are offering Geetam, Nrityam, all that we have said, you can actually do it. After this, you can sing a lot of songs. And the as I said earlier, this particular practice on Shivaratri day will really enhance your receptivity during this night, and it can really make a lot of things possible for you, even if you're not aware. That's the best part. You don't really need to know much, but we have come up in a culture where these things are so simply put, and it's available to us so easily. So even small children can easily follow and grow in this path. And for each person, the growth may be at a different pace. It doesn't matter. As long as we take one small step, Shiva will take us in the right path, and we can go forward at our own pace, at a very comfortable pace. He will decide the pace for us, and we will be able to move on very well. And this will be a beautiful experience, and I hope all of you really take the step and enjoy doing this. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
राजं भजेऽहं भजे तमिह श्रीविघ्नराजम्
other than G sharp and G?
Yes. Now say in the Tanpura, you can see that the Shruti starts from B and finishes in A sharp. So this is actually a set of 12 different Shrutis.
Talas are Dhruva, Madhya, Ropaka, Jhampa, Triputa, Ata, Eka. Also has 3 parts. They are Lakhu, Dhrutam and Anudrutam. Lakhu means 1 beat plus counting the fingers. Dhrutam means 1 beat plus 12. And Anudrutam means 1 single beat.
What are Geetams? Geetam means a song. It is the union of the Swaram and the Sahityam. Geetam is the simplest form in Carnatic music that introduces a student to the synthesis of melody, rhythm and lyrics.
My name is Caroline Ananish, a student from Gaayak Academy who learns Carnatic music lessons. Gaayak Academy is a very amazing institute which helps the student to gain courage and trains the student to be a star in the future. From my experience, I can proudly say that Gaayak is a really good online platform during this pandemic situation. I highly recommend Gaayak to you all.
पाणी जे जे वागीश्वरी जगदीश्वरी जे जे पाणी वीणा पाणी जे जे एक नीरो हरिया करो
साधु साधु विदिता सकल जीव समता साधु साधु विदिता
pa pa ga ma ga ma ga ri
Ma pa pa ma ga ma ga ri.
അതന്നെ